on the road again. Do 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 do. Exiting Loeches, heading towards Alcala. Today's ride was into Arganda del Rey. Nice town. Kind of got screwed around a little bit because I was going to the main church on an unfamiliar route, actually from the opposite end where I would have normally have entered. So I went around the town through the residential zone, a rather new residential zone, then into the old town to find the church. And once I got there, I knew my way back to the farm road. But because of the festivals, I had to take a different route, so it took a little extra time. But getting lost, as I like to say, is half the fun. The farm roads into Arganda are a little bit treacherous because they're very rocky. They're not really bicycle paths per se, but there's a lot of bicycle tracks. So I saw tire tracks, some rather fresh. So I know mountain bikers use that zone. And it makes total sense because if you want to go from Loeches to Arganda, there's no need to take the highway if you have a mountain bike. On my gravel bike, it would have been murderous, and I don't even know if I could have done it. Yeah, I could have done it, but it would have been murderous. The tires are way smaller, and having a nice footprint is so beneficial. The rear tire on the gravel bike is a 42 millimeter, if memory serves. And the rear tire on this bike is a 2.8 inch. Totally different animal. The other huge advantage is the front suspension. The gravel bike has a shock stop suspension stem, which eats big hits pretty well, and it helps smooth out the ride. An XLC suspension seat post, which is pretty darn good. Probably the best seat post for the money. and it's adjusted ideally for my weight, so it gives a very smooth ride. I do not know what this guy's doing. Sometimes I can see turn signals in my mirror, and in this case the sunlight was hitting his front lights, his front markers, and I couldn't tell if he was signaling or no. The one thing the gravel bike has is the same 350 watt hub motor. It uses a 48 volt 15 amp battery, so it's a lighter battery than this one, which is nice actually. I was using that battery in this bike as well, but for the long rides that I do, I wanted the extra 5 amps. The difference between a 15 and a 20 watt or 15 and 20 amp battery is significant. The only thing that kind of disappointed me is that they use a different battery holder. So the slide mount for the gravel bike battery is different, and I wanted to be able to use both batteries in this bike, but I can't. Not without changing out the battery mount. It's a standard down tube type slide mount. It just lives inside of a bag. So when I want the battery, I just have to unzip the bag, unlock the battery just like you normally would, and slide it out. And it's the same on the gravel bike. I don't like the idea of putting a heavy battery on water bottle lugs. They're just not designed to carry such a heavy load. These are basically PEM nuts, and they could be ripped out of the aluminum fairly easily, especially on the crazy roads that I hit. Now there are straps, secondary straps that you can put on and all that. It gets to be really ugly. Then the other problem is you lose your water bottle cages, and that's unacceptable. I've been riding with my water bottle cages where the water bottle cages belong for years. I'm not about to change that. So by using the battery bag on the cargo rack, it liberates the triangle, and it actually looks pretty good. Some people probably don't even know this is an e-bike just by looking. So this is getting into Zaluma, and I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video.